Hello, hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel, and today we're doing a good old-fashioned chatty get ready with me. We're gonna catch up on some things, which I'm very excited about, and just do my makeup. So let's jump to it, shall we? All right, so before we dive in, I will have all of the products listed and linked down below. We can do a round robin at the end, but I'm using nothing new. It's going to be a full face of things that I have used multiple times on my channel that I love, that have been in my collection for some time. And I'm going to start with the usual skin prep, which is redampening my skin with the Fitglow C Ceramide Toning Mist, then adding the C Submerge Hydrating Facial Serum from Phytosurgence and the Verdant Forcefield Moisturizer from Phytosurgence. Pretty much every video. And then on top of that, we will use the Live Tinted Hueguard. Hopefully I don't have to get up to go get that, but let's get started. Always wakes the face up. So it is early. I have back-to-back meetings today for my 9 to 5 from I think it's like 11:30 to 5 with I think 2 15-minute breaks later in the afternoon, and I need to be on camera, so I need to do my face for that, but I also need to film, and I also have more meetings after my 9 to 5 for another company that we'll talk about more in depth today. But because it's going to be a long day glued to my computer and I need to film, I figured I'll film a get ready with me and kind of take my time this morning and just do like a glam look that I would deem appropriate for work. You might not, but this is me. Everyone at work knows that. I love a good smoky eye. And you can make them day appropriate. You can make them whenever appropriate, okay? No rules. But I already feel a little more ready to start my day with my face moisturized. I am going to let that moisturizer sink in, but I have the largest matcha latte going this morning, and it is delicious. How are you guys doing? I have been pre-filming, and I didn't get a chance to kind of like truly catch up. It's all been kind of review type things or products I'm using for certain things, and I wanted to be able to do a chatty get ready with me. The caffeine from that has not hit yet, and that is because we really haven't done one in a while, you know, so I'm very excited. I am going to go try to find my sunscreen and be right back. Okay, back. I've got my Live Tinted Hueguard. What was I saying? How is everyone doing? I have so many meetings today. I hope you're doing well. Let me start there. I have so many meetings today. This is going to be probably a little unhinged because I'm waking up and my anxiety is a little high because of how much I need to do today. So let's start there. My 9 to 5 is just very busy. We just finished goal planning, and I had a lot of input in that because I do a lot of process improvement, so planning what we're going to try to do for the year. So it's been very, very busy. And then on top of that, I have YouTube, and on top of that, I am now a part of a company called Cuddle Clutch, which I'll pop the handle name up on the screen, and I want to give like just a little background into what it is now that we're a little further along and kind of bring you guys along the journey if that's something that you're interested in. So my middle school and high school friend reached out to me going in with NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, Siberia. And he asked if I would give advice on potentially developing a clothing item for manufacturing. And I told him kind of like the biggest things that I would give as advice. And he found it helpful enough that him and his partner asked me to come on board to be the lead designer, which is so exciting. And I mentioned in a different Get Ready With Me that it's been a long time since I've done a lot of those since I've done a lot of kind of technical sketches and all of that, and it kind of was like riding a bike. I got into Adobe Illustrator and just started. So with that, I've been helping them with the logo and branding, which we have a meeting on tonight. But the reason I'm telling you guys this is if you're interested in following along for the journey, I'll list the name Cuddle Clutch down below. It's CUDDLEKLUTCH. And the reason I wanted to share that today is because after our branding meeting today, we'll have a better idea of our top 3 or so picks for the logo, and we want to give it up to the followers of the brand and potential consumers of the brand to help us choose our logo. Just kind of like crowdsourcing information so that we know what we're choosing is what you want. And we haven't released specific product information, but a little bit about the company. There is a great intro video that Dr. Andrew Robinson did, who is the genius behind it all, the founder. He struggles with a lot of chronic pain, which obviously resonates with me. If you are not new to my channel, you know we talk about chronic pain and chronic health a lot. And he talks about how chronic pain can impact caring for your children, specifically small children. I think eventually that will expand, but he has had some issues. I'll let you go watch that video. I will link it on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook down below. But he's coming up with clothing products that are specifically made for parents, starting with mothers. And they are garments that look just like a normal sweatshirt, nothing conspicuous about it whatsoever, but it helps assist you holding your children so that you're in a good posture that's not going to exacerbate pain. But the best part about it is that for the children who are in the age of kind of crawling and walking and running around, and they're kind of up, down, and you don't want to be dealing with the straps and buckles of kind of the more hands-free options that are available to parents, and you also just don't, you're fashion minded and you don't want to be wearing that. Not that there's anything against it, but you know, sometimes I know that parents deal with kind of losing their identity when it comes to having to dress a certain way, especially women with nursing and all of that. So I think it's an excellent idea. I'm so excited to be a part of it and making something fashionable that's also very functional and helps with chronic pain is just the cherry on top. So even if you don't have children, it is going to be huge support if you follow some of the pages, whatever social media platform you're most comfortable with. And yeah, it's going to be exciting. You're going to get to vote on things. We've got a lot planned, a lot coming up. We're kind of through the initial planning now, and I'm so excited to be a part of it and share it with you. So yeah, go follow them, or us, I should say. Go follow us there. I hope I did that justice. My technology has been acting up in the most annoying way. I just did concealer under the eyes and took whatever was left over around the nose with rose ink. We're going very glam today. I'm just feeling it. And I am going to use a little bit of Westman Atelier powder under the eyes and around the nose, maybe the chin. I wish this wasn't white so that you could see the dip that I'm creating, but I have to be getting so close to pan on this. I know that I have to be like right there. And I mentioned this in another video. I'm not sure the order of these going up, but I am very low on brushes because I need to wash those tonight. Add it to the to-do list for today. Today's going to be wild. I have to groom Frank. I need to finish packing, which is what we're going to get into next. Finish filming and editing. I have meetings galore. I still owe a couple of logo things for that, for Cuddle Clutch. Booked and busy. Do you know what I mean? But at least I love all 3 things that I'm doing, and I really, really love YouTube and Cuddle Clutch. It's so crazy because was talking to friends about pivoting in life and different opportunities, especially kind of career-wise. By the way, I'm going in with the Gimme Brow Plus Volumizing Fiber Pencil. This lid is so hard to get off, and now my hands are slippery with SPF. BRB, you do not want to know how I just got that open. Anyway, I am packing and getting Frank prepared because we are leaving for a week, which I am very excited about. We are going on another hiking trip. I'm going to be sharing what I pack makeup and skincare wise because I think it would be interesting. I don't know how many, I know a few of you hike because of the last trip we went on last September to Yellowstone, which wasn't as much of a hiking experience as what we're going to do now. But I have never seen someone talk about beauty and hiking together. And I don't think that there's just one type of hiker, especially women hiker. And, you know, I am planning on doing a little something to my face just to feel polished. And also, I love taking pictures with my husband with major scenic backgrounds. And I'm not ashamed to say that. So I am going to share with you what I pack because also usually on these trips, not only are you hiking and you may or may not want to wear makeup for that, but we do dinner in the evenings. We are going somewhere this time, Acadia National Park, that will be going out into Bar Harbor. So want to, you know, look nice for dinner. Probably will be still pretty minimal compared to what I pack for more of a civilization travel. Also, my husband's being very loud. And I am using the Beauty Pie Awesome Bronze Sunkissed Bronzing Cream. I filmed a Beauty Pie haul. Again, I don't know what order things are going to be in just yet, but I picked up this shade because Sunnyside wasn't quite what I was looking for. And I did add this on top of what I already had on in that haul video, but I wanted to give it another try on its own, and it's such a better match. And I love this. And when I get back, I do want to do a swatch video of all of my bronzers, because a lot of you are my skin twins, not just in dryness, acne prone, sensitivity, but there's a lot of skin tone, undertone twins. I can't think this morning. Please send help. It's so early. I also didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but I do want to start doing some swatch videos. So that will be coming. But look at that. That's such a better match. Such a better match. And when I swatched them side by side in that video, which if it's already up, I'll link it below or pop it in the cards. This is much more neutral, and it's even more neutral than the powder version of Goldilux, and I love it. I do really like the formula. It's almost like the Rare Beauty, but not as stiff and in a pot. And that makes me very happy because I think they nailed the color. But we'll do a color comparison with all of them once I return. I am going to use some Kinship lip jelly on my lips because I have been really chapped. I'm trying not to like pick at my cuticles. It's been a while since they've been fully healed and they're almost there. And Bethany, my nail girl, and I have a bet going to see if I can actually pull it off, and I'm determined. But I have been chewing the inside of my lip, which is another really bad habit because now my lips are chapped. Goodness. Okay, I want to leave blush for last, but today I want to pay homage to one of my favorite palettes, and sadly, the brand is now no longer in business, which is Athr, and this is the Desert Sunset Palette, my all-time favorite inner corner highlight of probably this last 2 decades, or at least the last decade and a half. and just overall color scheme that I love so much. And this is a smoky eye that I think is wearable for the day. And that's what we're going to do. Again, limited on brushes, so just a fluffy blending brush. And I'm going to start with the kind of ochre shade here, which is Desert Sand, I think. I love everything about this palette except for the fact that things are reversed on the back. They did include colors to help, but it still sometimes throws me off, you know? And I'm just going to use that, and we're going to start in the crease, and I need a mirror. That would be helpful. And I can't wait to I haven't been in a flow state with my eyeshadow in a hot minute because I've been rushing around. I'm one of those people that when I pack to go on a trip, I like to have the entire house clean so that when I come back, I can just rest. And I have been really enjoying bringing eyeshadow very far out here, so I'm going to do that. I also have Frank to pack now. He's staying with the in-laws. He's been going through kind of a tough time recently, and he's okay. It's not health-wise, but we're going to bring a trainer in to help us just because he's so afraid of everything. And he's starting to... he's starting to resource guard me, and I want him to be nice to everybody, so we're going to get some help in next month. But packing him up, making sure he has what he needs, we get the food kind of all prepped and ready to go. And then, you know, packing myself. And when you go on like a trip where you're going to be outdoors, you have kind of 2 different wardrobes to pack, your outdoorsy stuff and your nighttime dinner stuff. And I'm an over-prepared person. I just like to have everything that I think I might even need. So I'm going in with that inner corner highlight shade that I love, which is the lightest shade in the palette. I just like to be prepared. So I did that. I will say there's a few videos that I owe you. I have some exciting ones coming for when I get back. I'm going to try to film a couple things while I'm away, but hopefully there will be no disruption in videos while I am gone. You won't even know because I have been working on pre-filming as much as humanly possible. And now I'm going to go in with the plummy shade here in the center, which is Afterglow, and I'm going to use that on the outer half of the lid and blend it into the inner corner shade that we used. I'm going to be all over the place. I love this palette so much. I love this company so much, and it's such a sad thing for beauty in general that this brand will no longer be around. I forgot to mention this palette and other Athr palettes are no longer available on the Athr website as of the day that I'm filming this. And in the same sentiment, on the day that I'm filming this, these palettes are still available at some of the clean beauty retailers: Credo, Beauty Heroes, Safe and Chic, maybe. I will link them all down below so you can find the best price or the best retailer that makes the most sense for you. Highly recommend getting your hands on them if you can before they're gone. I will be using Desert Sunset and Manifest, the 2 that I first owned, until they no longer work because they're just incredible. And I'm going in with the deepest matte shade down here, which is Mesquite, I believe. Could be wrong. The darkest one. But before Athr stopped selling on their site, I did pick up the blue, icy blue palette and also the rose quartz because I never owned that one. And I'm very excited to have that now. And I'm just doing my traditional eyeliner line and starting to wing that out, and I'm going to start smoking. I'm also using the Refer 26 brush, which is like a chunkier pencil brush. So it's going to be a chunkier wing today. I'm just blending that in towards the center there. And again, I do want to be fairly glam. So just kind of building that deep shade to the intensity that I want. Yeah, I'm feeling like Rachel now. Makeup will do that to you, you know? But yeah, I highly suggest these palettes. I know that that's not like a very kind of beauty influencer thing to do, but I'm not going to stop using these just because the brand is no longer there. I do hope that before I run out of any of these shades, specifically that inner corner highlight, I can find something that is very similar in color, because there are so many. I'm going back into the original crease shade in Fluffy Brush. It's been so hard to find an inner corner highlight that is that brightening and beautiful and neutral enough to go with a lot of different looks. And since this is quite like a mustardy shade, I might actually dip into my Gucci bronzer here to play off the plumminess of the lid. I am going to do that, so let's do that. Yeah. I like that that just mellowed it out just a tiny bit. What I was saying is I'm not going to stop using things that I paid money for and own just because they're no longer available and I can't link to them anymore. I mean, I can still link to them today, but future-wise, I like what I like, and until something comes out in this color scheme specifically, or the manifest in a formula that I like as much as this, I'll continue to use these until they fall apart or I use them all. I'm probably getting very close to panning that inner corner shade, if you can see that. Maybe. These light powders are very difficult to show you progress. Now that I have that on, I do want to add a little bit more of the bronzer. I do really like this bronzer now that I have the right shade. And you get 1.05 ounces, which is very hefty. Yeah. And I want to say it's $19, somewhere around the $20 mark. I'm going to feel so fabulous on all my calls today. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do with my hair. I've been experimenting, again, all over the place. I've been experimenting with different hair looks. Played around with a little space bun action. You will see the first take on it. Oh my gosh, I thought I was reaching for Condensate and I grabbed Lunar Lightwave, which, you know what? Why not? I want a little extra. I'm just going to pick a little bit up on my finger. And I'm going to tap. I'm not going to rub just so I don't disturb anything that I put down. Can you see the twinkle? I'm not adding a lot, just a little bit for a little twinkle. Because it's here. And a little twinkle never hurt nobody. Actually, probably helped them get through meeting Palooza, which is I'm about to go into. Condensate I'm using for blush from Phytosurgence. I'm going to use it on the Sky Buff. I know that this is technically more so for Spectral Shine, but it's a lovely, lovely brush. And I'm going to use it for blush today. Oh, hair. Yeah, I've been trying different hairstyles. One, because I was impulsive and I chopped my hair off right before it got really hot outside. And especially when I first got it cut, I think I only had like maybe 3/8 of an inch at the very back of my neck. So it was like you can't even pin that up at that point. And I've been testing them out because I'm about to be out in the wilderness hiking and stuff. And I'm just someone who's never been good at having hair on my neck, and as it gets a little bit longer, it's a little bit more present, if that makes sense. Like I feel it more. So I have been doing that. Look how pretty. I really like this. I totally forgot eyeliner or mascara. I have exciting news about mascara. So I just opened this up. I now have this plus one more backup of the Age Perfect Lash Magnifying Mascara from L'Oreal, the easy to remove waterproof. If you purchase this, please make sure it has the easy to remove waterproof or it is not the tubing formula. Again, I do not know why they did that, Very odd marketing. This is new, so it's not going to be the exact effect that I love from this mascara, but pretty darn close. But I still love it. The exciting part is there's been speculation for a while now that this is being discontinued, and the price did go up on like Amazon, and you couldn't find it at Target, but I just checked when I bought my next backup, and it is still available Walmart and Amazon through the L'Oreal store specifically. So that is good news for us all. I do low-key wish they would re-market this and get maybe a better name going, especially in the age of tubing mascaras. I mean, if Beauty Pie is coming out with it and a bunch of other brands, Ulta has one, a lot of newer brands have them, I'm shocked that they're not jumping at the opportunity. L'Oreal, your marketing team and your product development team need to sync up and get it together. Do you know what I mean? Because it is a fabulous product. And it's so affordable compared to a lot of these tubing mascaras, and especially for one that works and provides volume, lift, and length. I could drone on. I think I paid $9. Like, absolutely. So I do get like clumpier volume, which is what I like. It's a little feathery right now, but it's a brand new tube, so I can't wait for that to dry out just a touch. And I am going to go grab a lip liner because I didn't do that, and we will be right back. All right, because I cannot stop wearing the N Beauty Lip Glaze and Fruit Punch. One, it's just a nice tiny wash of coral. It's not going to add a ton. It just smells so good, and it's what a fun, cute color, even of the packaging for summer. And to pair with that, I'm going to use the Pat McGrath Labs Permagel Ultra Lip Pencil in Nude Venus, because this came with kind of a more peachy set. So I'm going to take a cotton round and just remove the Kinship, line my lips, add some lip gloss, and we'll wrap this up. All right, this is the finished look. I'm very happy with it. I feel very pretty. Gonna throw a sweater on and be ready for my meetings. And before we do a round robin, I'm gonna use some Fix Plus just because I'm itchy, because it's allergy season. All right, everyone, this is the finished look. It was nice to just chat, catch up. I hope I shared everything that I wanted to going into this video. There's going to be some exciting videos coming up that I have pre-filmed. I have my bag behind me. We're going to revisit what's in my bag because there's much to discuss. And that's going to be filmed probably later tonight. So you might see this look and how it wears, you know, after 8+ hours and most of those spent in meetings. Please send your thoughts and prayers because I hope my back makes it through that many meetings. I'm going to have to sit very ergonomically, not as I am sitting right now. Anyway, we really didn't use anything new today other than the Beauty Pie bronzer. I love it. We'll go more in depth in the video that I mentioned, but if you are a skin shade twin and you're a Beauty Pie member, go with Goldilux over Sunnyside. Goldilux is not any deeper than Sunnyside, and you'll see that swatched in the video, so I will link that down below. Even if I have to come back, if this video goes up first, I will come back and do that. That said, skin prep, all the same, love it. It is my go-to. Same with the NARS. I will be testing NARS versus L'Oreal for science. If I get a chance to do that before I leave for my trip, I will, but if not, that'll be one of the first things I film coming back. I have thoughts. I don't think this is as hydrating, so I will be taking the NARS probably as a glam option on my trip. Rose ink, as much as I love the Givenchy, I really love the coverage in the rose ink, especially on my eyes on days where I didn't sleep. Absolutely incredible. Westman Atelier powder, love it. There's like a random sticker that's been on this for a while. I'm going to take that off She's clean again. I love this. If it's in your budget, yes. If not, Well People Bio Based Brightener. Or now it's called the Well People Super Powder Brightening Powder. But I love this. I'm going to hit pan on that for sure. Blush, Phytosurgence Condensate all day, every day. It's my favorite blush shade. Also Lunar Light Wave just to top and give a little twinkle. I love it. The L'Oreal mascara, everything I said before, we went kind of in depth on that. If you can get your hands on it, it is my favorite tubing mascara. I am officially just going to come out and say it, even against the Thrive. Thrive is amazing and it's a great option, but as the L'Oreal dries out, it gives me more volume and lift, so I like it. Brows were the same, and actually I didn't even add brow gel today, which I don't even know that I need to. I kind of like the look as it is. That's a new one. And what else? The N Beauty Lip Glaze and Fruit Punch. Love this. Has been their best release in the last 3, in my opinion, and the only one worth it in the last 3. I would skip Merlot. I would skip Mystery. This. Look how much I've already used of it, and I have not had it that long. If that tells you anything. Then Athr. Everything I said applies. I'm very, very sad to see Athr go out of business. If you can get your hands on these and you're not overpaying, absolutely. I love these palettes so much. We are definitely going to dive into the others that I have. The Rose Quartz seems to be like a very good everyday. Not a lot of contrast in the palette. Ooh, like the Desert Sunset where I can get more of a smoky look. However, it's going to be beautiful, especially for those who like one and dones. And then that icy blue palette, which, is it the Moonlight? I'll pop the name on the screen. I have such a Y2K envisioned look for that I've been dying to do for months. So we'll do that when I get back as well. But yeah, that's a roundup of all the products. Everything will be listed in link below. I hope you are having a great time. It's been a week. There's so much I didn't get to in this video. It's just been wild trying to get everything done this week. I tweaked my back at the beginning of the week. Next Empties is going to have so many biofreeze patches in it because I've just been a gal on the move and on the grind. And I am trying to take care of myself, but that's what I'll leave this video with is I'm setting my intentions going into this trip as a way to fully reset and unplug. I am so thankful and grateful that I'm able to do this, and I have family and a husband who enjoy doing this type of thing too. So I will be unplugging and spending time in nature and the earth and soaking that up and taking this time to reset things like my sleeping habit, my caffeine habit, my eating habits, to really make sure that I'm taking care of myself and nourishing myself, because when I get back, I fully plan on hitting the ground running of holding strong to boundaries where I need to set them in order to take care of myself and better my health, because I can no longer keep letting it slide in pursuit of career and making sure all my relationships are fulfilled. I'm just kind of crumbling under the weight of all of that, and I need time to reset. So if you're going through something similar, maybe take an extended walk through nature. It doesn't have to be a whole trip like this. We're very fortunate that we can do this, and I'm very thankful to my husband's family who invited us along. But spend some time outside, and if you have allergies, we'll go over that and what I'm packing. I have a whole strategy, and now I think I might be able to get outside and hike and do these things during allergy season because I have a solid plan, and I'm just so excited about that. So I hope you're having a great one. If you need a break, make sure you're taking care of yourself and affording yourself that break, even if it's 5-10 minutes. And I hope that I will see you in the next one, and you're having a fabulous week. Bye.